do that, we're going to find out what's going on with the other people as well. So Parveen, come introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Parveen. I've been in Canada for about 9 years now, and I went to Paisley Road, then I went to Willow Road, then I went to GCBI, and now I'm at the University of Guelph studying in food science. I'm currently in my 3rd year, and I'm hoping to do my master's.
I'm Dharna. Dharna although was not directly involved in any community activities,
Unfortunately.
but that's fine because as a Bengali family, the entire family was always involved in all the programming and all those things. They are within the community environment.
So like Afiza, I was actually born in Bangladesh. I attended middle school and high school in Toronto, and then I went to Waterloo for my undergrad. Then I went to UBC for my postgrad, and then I did my internship at Royal Dutch Shell in Calgary. And now I'm back in Guelph, like show. And we'll see where I go next from here.
All right.
And finally, we'll have Jabbar come up here and tell us a little bit about himself.
Hi, I'm Jabbar Ali. I was born in Australia, and then I moved to Bangladesh. Then I moved to Scotland and then I came here. I went to Paisley Road for my elementary school, then to Willow, then to Gateway, and then to GCBI. Now I'm in my 1st year in biomedical program in the University of Guelph.
Okay, so I'm going to talk over there. I feel like I'm blocking people.
Okay. Do what this one?
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah? Okay. So, now that we know everybody, what we're going to do now is be asking a series of questions just to see what's on our minds and what we're thinking. The format's just going to be very informal. I'm going to ask directed questions, but if anybody feels like jumping in with anything extra, feel free.
Can we also ask question too?
Of course.
All right.
So I'm going to start by picking on my sister because I can. And we recently went back to Bangladesh after 13 years, so it was quite an experience for us. And I just wanted to ask her, what was the most surprising thing to you?
Well, we went back to Bangladesh basically to visit our family. So some of them we hadn't seen for years. Most of them I have never seen in my life. And so it wasn't surprising how different our minds were and how we thought about life and our paths in life. What was surprising for me was, although we grew up thousands of miles away, how similar our core values still were, how important family was, and education, and things like that. So it was kind of surprising and heartwarming to know that those things don't change even though we live across a huge ocean.
And follow-up to that, how did your visit change your perception of Bangladesh at all? Were there any misconceptions that you cleared up?
Well, growing up in Canada, all you hear about Bangladesh is basically floods, malaria, poverty, all those things. And so when I went to Bangladesh, I was kind of expecting, well, not what, I was expecting not that great of things, but when I got there, it was, people were so happy, and the way they lead their lives is, they lead it very well. And I saw some of the most beautiful places when I went back to Bangladesh, the largest beach, largest natural beach. It was beautiful. So
Cox's
Bazar. There you go. So cleared up some misconceptions when you live in a different country. Anyway.
Thank you. My next question is going to be for Rafa. Between each one, feel free, but so what are you most proud of in terms of Bangladesh and Bengali?
Well, as the documentary showed, with the way Bangladesh became a country, the fact that Bengali people fought to keep their language, fought for equality rights, it just makes me feel so proud. Like my families told me details because they were around at the time. Well, very, very vulgar and nasty things happen at that time. And the fact that they fought to keep their language, fought for their equality, just really impresses me. And the fact that till this day we still have like events like in memory of like honoring them for what they've done, fought for rights and freedom.
For Shabana, how has the culture clash between the values and norms of Bangladesh and Canada affected you?
Well, the culture clash is an issue because our parents grew up in a completely different environment. Bengali culture is a lot more conservative, restrictive. So as kids, we'll want to do things which may not seem okay with our parents, even though it is to the rest of the Canadian society. So each one of us handles a different way. Some of us, complied, just completely to Bengali culture. Some of us negotiated, and then 3.5% rebelled.
Hours to get from one point to another, all did was probably like a 15-minute drive. So that was kind of striking, but at the same breath, people are quite optimistic there, and they are hopeful, and people are trying to advance, they're trying to educate themselves, and they do have, I guess they're adapting their views to integrate more with the developing world, I guess. So that's what I guess I liked about Thailand, but I didn't like about Thailand.
What about your experiences throughout Canada?
Well, I was born, sorry, let me gather my thoughts here. Okay, so Eastern Canada and Western Canada, there is a difference in culture that I perceive. And even the prairies, like Alberta, people are a bit different there, so it was really nice to kind of travel around and study and work and meet people from different parts of the country and understand like different cultures within Canada. Like for instance, people from the eastern coast, like PEI, etc., they celebrate different things as opposed to people in Toronto. They have different kinds of dances, etc. So it was kind of interesting.
That's great. Thank you. Personally, I have to say, when I first landed in Bangladesh, what struck me was the heat. 41 degrees, no humidity, not including humidity. But still, a great place to go. And it's really not as devastating as you may think while you're here. People there are happy, they're optimistic. And, I mean, I know they don't know our way of life, but they're very content the way they are. I'd like to ask Rafa another question. So, what are you most thankful for regarding the Bengali community?
I'm most thankful for, well, I've seen it help like a lot of people who have just moved to Canada to adapt, help their kids choose what school to go to, jobs, housing. Also, for me personally, I was born in Canada. Most of the people I grew up with were not Bengali. Like I have a very multicultural group of friends, and just being around the Bengalis just exposed me to the culture, the language, the food, and everything. And also, I met a lot of good people through the Bengali, like going to Bengali events and stuff. And one person in particular that I met in grade 5, she's been my best friend ever since. Is Shabana, this one right here.
From my end, I can say that, the thing about the Bengali community that I really like is you don't have to know them. You don't have to be remotely related, but as soon as you come from Bangladesh, someone's going to be there to help you. I know when my dad came first to do his PhD, there was, I think, one Bengali family in Guelph, and that one Bengali family, Roshan Auntie is still here with us, they took us in, they let us live above their store, and they helped us so much. I mean, that's the reason we came back to Guelph. We had such great experiences here, and I'm so glad we came back to Guelph.
I have a question for Shari, Afisha especially.
Okay.
Lately, you have performed in University of Guelph.
Mm-hmm.
In what's that?
It's called the Indian Student Association, but really it's the South Asian Student Association.
So what do you do there?
I'm actually the vice president of that association, and we help raise multicultural awareness for we do many kind of events. So for Muslim people, we celebrate Eid. For Hindu people, we celebrate Diwali. And then we also put on cultural events. We had one on just past January 23rd. We had a cultural show, which I danced in it to, Bollywood classics.
All right, well, that's what the question I'm going to ask us particularly. Do you know that dance is a performing arts, and in 1001 they can dance, right?
I didn't.
Now, my question is now, where do you get that quality from?
Well, I don't know how fantastic I was in that video, but you can see where I all started. Dancing is one of the first ways that I participated in the Bengali community when I was young, and I've continued that since, and I really enjoyed it, so I continued it into university. I mean, we don't have a Bengali student association because I think there's like 5 of us, but I do enjoy dancing, and I've continued it.